What if I told you that a woman who couldn't leave her house for months due to panic attacks, who thought her anxiety was her greatest weakness, discovered how to turn that same anxiety into a $1 million superpower? This isn't a fairy tale about overcoming mental health struggles. This is the story of how mental struggle became mental strength. And by the end of this video, you'll see your own anxiety in a completely different light. Meet Sarah, 28 years old, successful marketing executive, living in downtown Chicago. On the surface, her life looked perfect. Great job, nice apartment, promising career. But behind closed doors, Sarah was fighting a war that nobody could see. Every morning started the same way. Heart racing, palms sweating, chest tightening. What most people call getting ready for work, Sarah called surviving the first panic attack of the day. By lunch, she'd have 2 more. By evening, sometimes 4. Every single day. The attacks got worse. Meetings became impossible. Presentations were torture. Even grocery shopping felt like climbing Mount Everest. Her world got smaller and smaller until one day she couldn't leave her apartment at all. That's when her boss called. That's when she lost her job. For 3 months, Sarah was trapped. Trapped by fear, trapped by anxiety, trapped in her own mind. She tried everything: medication, meditation, therapy, breathing exercises. Nothing worked. She felt broken. But then something changed. During one of her therapy sessions, her therapist said something that flipped her entire perspective. Instead of asking, "How can we eliminate your anxiety?" she asked, "What if your anxiety is trying to give you superpowers?" At first, Sarah thought her therapist had lost her mind. Superpowers? From panic attacks? But then they started exploring what her anxiety actually did. It made her hyper-aware of everything around her. It made her analyze every possible outcome. It made her notice things other people missed. Her therapist explained, "Your brain is like a smoke detector. Most people have standard smoke detectors that only go off during real fires. You have a military-grade detection system that notices the smallest hint of smoke from miles away. The question isn't how to break your detector. The question is, how do you use this advanced warning system to your advantage?" This reframe changed everything. Sarah started studying her anxiety patterns like a scientist. She noticed that her hypervigilance was actually incredible pattern recognition. Her catastrophic thinking was actually advanced risk assessment. Her perfectionism was actually attention to detail that most people couldn't match. Armed with this new perspective, Sarah decided to experiment. If her brain was designed to spot problems before they happened, maybe she could use this in business. She started a small consulting practice from her apartment, helping companies identify potential marketing disasters before they occurred. Her first client was a local restaurant about to launch a social media campaign. While everyone else thought the campaign looked great, Sarah's anxiety radar went off. She spotted 17 potential problems that could destroy the restaurant's reputation. The owner listened to her advice, made the changes, and the campaign became a massive success. Word spread quickly. Sarah's anxiety superpowers were becoming legendary in the business world. Companies started hiring her specifically because her brain worked differently. While others saw opportunities, Sarah saw obstacles. While others saw smooth sailing, Sarah saw hidden icebergs. And in business, this made her invaluable. Month 6. Sarah was making more money from home than she ever made in corporate. Month 12. She had a waiting list of clients wanting her risk assessment superpower. Month 18. She launched an online course teaching other anxious entrepreneurs how to turn their mental challenges into business advantages. Month 24. 7-figure business. But the most incredible part wasn't the money. The most incredible part was that Sarah's panic attacks didn't disappear. They transformed. That racing heart, now it told her when she was onto something big. That hyper-awareness, now it helped her spot market trends before her competitors. That worry, now it helped her create bulletproof business strategies. Scientists are now studying this phenomenon. They're discovering that many successful entrepreneurs have what they call productive anxiety. The same brain patterns that create panic attacks also create innovation, creativity, and strategic thinking. The difference isn't in having anxiety or not having anxiety. The difference is in how you channel it. Research shows that people with anxiety disorders often have enhanced pattern recognition, superior risk assessment abilities, and heightened attention to detail. These aren't bugs in the system, these are features. The problem is that most people try to suppress these features instead of learning how to use them. Sarah's story teaches us something revolutionary. Your biggest weakness might actually be your greatest strength in disguise. That anxiety you've been fighting, it might be trying to give you superpowers. That racing mind you've been trying to quiet, it might be trying to show you opportunities others miss. Here's what I want you to try this week. Instead of fighting your anxiety, get curious about it. When you feel anxious, ask yourself, what is my brain trying to protect me from? What patterns is it noticing? What risks is it helping me avoid? Maybe your anxiety isn't your enemy. Maybe it's your undercover ally. If this story changed how you think about anxiety, hit that subscribe button and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Comment below. What weakness of yours might actually be a hidden superpower? Remember, you're not broken. You're not too much. You might just be operating with advanced mental software that the world doesn't understand yet. Your transformation starts with changing how you see yourself.